Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It is the 8th of April. It's Wednesday, and these are the charts of the day. A very, very nice move and snapback that I was anticipating. If you recall from the weekend webinar, I thought if we held support, we could get a really nice snapback. I'm going to show you a bunch of charts today that all look similar, and it tells me one thing, that many stocks have based, retested, and broken out. Now, in the case of APA, for example, it actually made a double bottom down around, I think the low was 385. It's moved up to 758, more than doubled, or about doubled, in the last 5 or 6 days. At this point, APA, and it's a swing. I'm looking for 8.5, and then I'm looking for 990, 10 range, but this one may very well do even better than that in the next few weeks. We'll see. Boyd Gaming. Now, I don't talk about Boyd, and I like two other gaming stocks, ERI and PENN, but I wanted to show you how Boyd also, V-bottom platform, 6-day pullback, held support, which is right there, and then it snapped back big time. Your target's now 18 and then 22. DBD coming out of its falling channel, falling wedge, popped, stalled for an inside day yesterday. Today broke through the 21, right at resistance here. If we can gap it or run through 448.50 tomorrow, I'm looking for 5.25 a half, and then I'm looking for 6.25 a half. DRI, one of our swing trades, acting great. You can see how it popped for 4 days, coming out of that. Looks like a falling wedge. I'm going to call this the rising channel bottom. I'm going to redraw this line and look a little bit more like that. So there's your explosive move that took it from 26 to 60 some odd. 26 to 68 almost. That's 42 points in a week. So of course you're going to get a pullback retrace, about a 0.618 fib retracement, and then a strong surge up. Now watch this level. Above 68, we're looking at 83. I'm not kidding. EBIX in a software group, spike down, pop, rebound, retest, I should say. Right-handed extended V, no question, up 3 days in a row. Targeting 18.25, but if we get through that short term, we might see that stock 21. ERI in the gaming group also with, again, the V bottom, the explosive move on volume, the pullback, and then a 3-day pop on big volume the last 3 sessions. Watch for resistance anywhere between 20.25 and 21.75. That's going to be a level at which we're going to monitor for resistance. If it gets to that, we might see 27. In the oil group, the ERX Triple Bull Energy ETF is surged back from a spike low down at 5 to get to 13 plus. My target is the gap and the snapback at 18 going forward. Gush, the other stock in that group that I like in the ETF area, has moved up dramatically for 4 days in a row, is now above this high, above 22.54. Closing at 24.34 today with a target of 35. I'm not kidding. INSG, what a move off the low. It's explosive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Multiple waves up. But each pullback only lasted a day or two, and it's accelerated to the point where now it's come all the way full circle from 375 to a high today of 885. So with this rising channel, it may be a bit short-term overbought, but momentum could carry to test the 985 area. MNK, beautiful chart, a implosion, taking it from 4 down to under a buck. It exploded back up to 2.5, and then it came down to $1.61. But you can see today it exploded from 211 to 290, close 287, up 78 cents, or 37% on 16 million. Good volume. I'm looking for a retest of the 335 area, and then run up into resistance around 385.4. Medici Nova exploded today on big volume for this stock, and broke out of a wedge to get right to resistance and the 50-day. If we get through here, we might see this at 5.5. MRS sent 2 strong days in a row on big volume, taking it to a new high for the last year and a half. So a 52-week high was, and there aren't too many stocks doing that. Your next target probably up around 12.5 and then 15. Novavax, real strong move, a pop in another gap today, up 228 or 15% on 13.7 million. Biggest volume in 3 weeks. Looks to me like it's headed higher. My target's 21.5. Occidental, one of our swings, is acting well. Another oil stock in the oil patch that we picked that looks real good. I know that this pattern breaking out across the multiple tops has me thinking we're going up to 19. PCG broke out of a wedge and with a V bottom and right hand extension, exploded today for 233 or 27% on a mere 20 million. There is a gap right there, so any move through here, we might very well test 13 14 zone. PENN in the gaming group at a spike low, explosive move, almost a 50% retrace, and then another Fibonacci retracing back down about 0.375, which held, and for 4 days in a row, it's moved back up. My target's in the 16, 17.5 zone, down the road, low 20s. Square did very well, and also another, and can you see a theme here, folks? V bottoms with pop-ups and retracements, and then snapbacks to resistance. If this works further, 66, 68 zones my target. THC coming off of a retest as well. Big volume today, up 469 at 30%, 7.5 million traded. That's the biggest volume I've seen in a couple of years. I think we're going to test the 50-day moving average and fill that gap around 24.5, 5. Twitter, same thing. V bottom, right-handed extension, and breakout. Looks to me like we have resistance right there. That would be my next target at 30.5 to 31.5 up there. USCR, another swing acting well today, popping back 248 or 16%. You can see that it's right at resistance, and should it get through here, this might very well be a $23 stock. Winnebago, V bottom, pop, pull back, and breakout. Nice energy on this one. Good volume today, 1.3 million. Now I'm looking at an angle like this, which tells me the possibilities are this stock makes it up to the 43.45 zone. XAN in the mortgage group, real estate investment trust, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, and then a spike up. I'm looking for a test in the 4.5 zone initially, and it may be immediately before it pulls back, but secondary target's 6. XPO Logistics coming out of a V bottom of the right-hand extension as well, with a pop today of 792 or 14%, trading 3.3 million, which is solid for that stock. It's at a little bit of resistance here, but my next target has to be first 72 and then 77. And finally, Zixi, V bottom, right-handed extension, an explosive move with good volume today. Took out resistance. My targets 5.5 and 6.25. Folks, here's a look at some real good-looking bottom type patterns that indicate potentiality of most of, if not all of these, moving even higher in the days to come. We shall see. This is HB out. Good night.